One of the biggest challenges new life coaches struggle with when they're doing it on their own is how to retain long-term clients. They often say to me, I know how to find my ideal clients, I just don't know how to keep working with them. On a side note, some coaches don't even know how to find their ideal clients, while other coaches don't even know how to find clients. But I will save that for a different video. After hearing this over and over again, I decided to do an internal investigation and turn inside and see what I've done over the past 23 years of my coaching practice and business that's allowed me to gain and retain long-term clients so successfully. I took a deep look inside and discovered there are 4 key core coaching principles that I always use with my clients, and that's what I want to talk about with you today. And if you apply my 4 key coaching principles with your clients, not only will you keep your long-term clients, but they will have so much transformation that the people in their lives will want to work with you, and so you can help them achieve similar results. So if you watch this video to the end, you will learn the secret ingredient I used to keep my long-term clients happy, getting more results than they even asked for, and keep coming back from wanting even more results. If retaining long-term clients is something that you're interested in, give this video a like so we can reach more people in the algorithm, and be sure to subscribe for new videos every week. And let's dig in, shall we? Here is a testimonial from one of my favorite clients, Christina, and she started coaching with me in the summer of 2016. I asked her, what are the reasons you continue to coach with me? She said, literally, coaching with you has been very life-changing. I tried everything that I knew how to do on my own, and I was still failing. That chapter has ended when I started working with you. I've coached her through a divorce, a career transition, a huge move across country, and becoming a full-time mom. And one of the things she said is, I haven't got bad advice from you yet. Everything you've done or you shared with me has been guiding me and steering me in the direction of my life purpose this whole time. And then so I asked her, what are you getting with me that you cannot get anywhere else? And she said, literally, I've tried all kinds of things before. I tried coaching, I tried therapy, Reiki, yoga, trying all kinds of things on my own. And I have a lot more resources, both with community, because that's one thing that we really do, and tools that are super helpful to can help continue to move forward in the direction towards my life's purpose. She has bigger goals of buying land, starting her dream business, and one of the most important things for me, she said there's a lot more God in her life, and that is huge for her, more than there ever has been in her life. And so what's the difference that makes the difference? And she said, you are very authentic and you read me well. There are times when I need words of encouragement and other times when I need you to burst my ego bubble. And you do so in a lovingly, caring, and supportive way that I've never experienced before. So she said you come from a place of genuinely, like being genuine. She comes from a place of genuinely wanting to help me succeed in life. So I had to go inside. It's getting a little chilly out, put a little sweater, but we'll continue. So after reverse engineering and not only my own scientific findings, but also asking directly from the source of one of my longest current clients, here's what I came up with. The top 4 coaching principles that I do is, number 1 is the 3 tiers of coaching, which is a roadmap to where they're at. Number 2 is transformation in every interaction, in every coaching session. Number 3 is measured milestone. How do you know where you're at in relation to where you want to be, and how are you quantifying that? And 4th is in between support. Not only is coaching really important and necessary, but in between, sometimes you're going to need that spare tire. You're going to need actually to go the extra mile for your clients. And that's just, it goes so much. It goes such a long way. So let me break down these 4 different points by starting with the 3 tiers of coaching. And I kind of drew a little pyramid for you. And this is what it looks like, is like a metaphor for coaches that start off in the coaching journey. They're in the world or the ocean of coaching, which is so huge, but they don't know where they're at in relation to their clients. This is how you solve it. There is red light, yellow light, green light. There is the bottom of the pyramid, which is healing. There is the middle of the pyramid, which is building, and then the top of the pyramid, which is mastery. Now, what are the difference between all 3? Well, this has to do with the past, this has to do with the present, and this has to do with the future. Isn't that kind of interesting how it all goes together? If you're going to try coaching with somebody, I've tried coaching with people that they wanted the mastery, they wanted the $1 million, they wanted their dream relationship, dream house, all their dreams coming true, but they didn't have the belief system for it. They didn't have a system of how to get there. Imagine if somebody wants to be a millionaire, for example. I want to be a millionaire. Cool, awesome, great, fully support it. How are you going to become a millionaire? I don't know. Probably not going to be without strategy. Is all parts of you in alignment with it? No, I don't believe I'm good enough, worthy. Okay, so healing is the bottom foundation. Building is the middle. Mastery is in the top. Healing also, coincidentally, has to do with the past. People don't heal their future or necessarily heal presently. Anything you presently need to heal, it's from something you've already experienced, if that makes sense. So healing has to do with the past. Building has to do with the present. And mastery has to do with the future, which is so interesting. If you don't, as a coach, know where your client is at or where they're heading, you're not going to be able to really create the impact that you want, and you certainly won't be able to retain. So many coaches don't know where to start, don't know how to progress step by step. If you're a coach and you're healing for the rest of your life or having somebody heal for the rest of their life, this is what I have to say is two things. Either you don't have the skill set and tools, what it takes yet to actually go to the root cause, make the transformation so that people can progress to higher levels, or your client that you're working with, people you're attracting, they don't want to let go of their pain and suffering. So which one of those two is it? Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. And what I found to be true is coaches, they can specialize in one thing, but once people no longer need your services or healing, they're going to go to other people, other coaches, or other different things, which is totally fine if that's what you're niched in. And if you're a coach that wants to walk people through, a life coach is really through life. There's 6 main areas of life. And to walk people through and help them systematically progress, to know where you're at, to know where they're at, and be able to measure is just a game changer because you always know where you're at, you have a map, and you know where you're going. The second part is transformation. Transformation, what do I mean by that? Well, each one of these steps that the coach needs to know, facilitate, or the client needs to have is transformation. Well, what do I mean by transformation? Well, I coached a client just this morning, and there was a lot of things going on in his life and business that happened to do with his family. And I asked him, I elicited where he wants to get to this level. Where does this come from? And it came from a time period when he was around 4th or 5th grade, and he had this experience with his family, and every time he thinks about his family, chaos comes up and he freezes, not only in life and business, but that's what happened when he was 4th and 5th grade. So we actually cleared that, healed that, upgraded that through one of the many techniques that we offer and we teach to coaches that works every time. And now that it's removed, he actually can make little adjustments to actually get the results he wants. So it's so important to give transformation in every single session because otherwise, what are we even doing here, right? Why are people paying for your services? Because they want a different future and they need you to upgrade or help them upgrade their past and get that structure. So transformation, a different emotional shift, a different mental outlook every time you talk with them. Might seem like a lot of pressure. That's why we have a blueprint of how you can do that. The third one is measurement. You can see these little hash marks on the side represents a checkpoint. So you got to have a starting point, an assessment, which we'll get into. But you start off as an assessment, and then you do the coaching work. You have transformation every time, every session, which actually looks like a ladder going up the pyramid or up the mountain of success. And you need to know where you're at, to know where you're going, and you need to have checkpoints and way of measurement, right? If you're gonna build a house, you need to know how many feet, how many inches. You gotta have a ruler. What is your ruler as a coach? You gotta know where you're at to know where you wanna be, and you have to measure. What is your ruler? What is your way of measuring your success, which is your clients' outcomes or their results? You need to have a way to measure in order for you to feel good and confident, and them to feel good and confident, and to continue moving on the ranks as a life coach, which is so important. And finally, the fourth step is constantly and continuously adding value, not only within each session, but a lot of times in between. offering ongoing support. Napoleon Hill in his 17 Principles of Success calls it going the extra mile. Now, I want to be very clear, you need to have boundaries as a coach. You don't want people calling you up 24 hours a day. You don't want, you're serving them, but you're not a servant to them. There's a really, really big difference for young coaches to realize that. And so many times the difference that makes a difference in my coaching and can be in your coaching is those touch points. It could be text messages. It could be emails. It could be phone calls. So many stories I have when clients, family members die, family members get in car accidents, losing a job, something really catastrophic, is that the word I'm looking for? Catastrophic happens and chaotic, and it's very critical, and they call me. I'm the first person that they call because they know I'm going to walk them through it. They know I'm not going to give up. They know they have a 100% track record before, and they're going to continue to get that. So you need to be the go-to person if you want ongoing support, if you want to continue with your clients. And this is the difference that makes a difference. It's a business. Yes, there's an exchange, a transaction for services. You have full access to all your resources and all the help that you can give them and facilitate. All that's great. And the difference that makes a difference is going the extra mile and finding different ways to do that, but it has to be heart-centered. It has to be in alignment with your values. Now, which one of these 4 core principles are you using with your clients, and which one are you struggling to use the most? Please let me know in the comments below. And if you're watching this video, and if any one of the key principles I touched on here resonated with you, and you're saying to yourself, Jeremiah, that is so me you're talking about, well, then you're exactly in the right place. And if you're now ready to learn how to find and retain your ideal clients just like I did, do yourself a favor and sign up for my free webinar occurring this Thursday at 1 p.m. Central Time. And the link is below. Or if you want to jump on a call and do a fast track program right away, you can go ahead and schedule a spot on my calendar to learn more about my Confident Coach Method program starting November 17th, which, by the way, is the complete step-by-step blueprint I use to attract my ideal clients just like Christina. You can register at the link below, and we all need help as coaching, especially at the beginning stages of our coaching career. You don't have to do it on your own, and I would argue to say that you actually cannot do it on your own, all by yourself, everything. So why try to reinvent the wheel when you can get the hand-holding you need and do what you came here to do? We have dedicated our lives to helping coaches such as yourself spread your light and make the greatest impact in your life as a coach. I look forward to connecting with you and bringing you more videos to help you make a difference. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.